La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuhu. Sometimes, many a man takes a decision that others may see to be insane. Yet still, they decide to keep to it. Considering the whole world over today, when Islam is mentioned, the word that comes to the people's mind is terrorism. The pictures that they see are gory and disastrous. These are the things that we see in the media day in, day out. And this has painted a kind of a picture in the minds of people about Islam in general. When Islam is mentioned, others now equate it. Majority of people equate it to terrorism. Is that what Islam is supposed to mean? Yet still, when you ask Muslims what Islam is about, they say it means peace and submission to the will of God. Yet, still, within Islam, other sects of Islam are discriminated against by Muslims themselves. They are called all sort of names and persecuted and then neglected somehow in a lot of countries. You can talk about India, Pakistan, Indonesia, Bangladesh, and the rest. In Ghana here, even Ahmadi Muslims have been discriminated against by other sects of Islam. Yes, still, day in, day out, people decide to convert to it from other faiths. Why is this so? To find out answers to such questions is the mandate of the program today, Journey to Islam. In this program, I hear from people who have decided to cross from one religious faith to the other, and specifically to Islam Ahmadiyyat. On the show today, I have Mr. William Nunu. Now he is known as Mohammed Nunu. On the show to discuss with me his journey to Islam. Mr. Nunu, you're welcome to the show. Please tell us a bit about your childhood and if you were in search of God by then.
I was born at Cape Coast. And then by 4 years' time, my grandmother and father stayed at Takoradi. So they transferred me to Takoradi. There I started my schooling at Methodist School. Yeah. During that time, we enter secondary school through common entrance. So during my common entrance, I'm admitted to a normal technical college at Kofodua. After my completion of that school, then I have to come to cement works to come and work there. But I was there when I saw a certain man known as Ahmed Andrews. He was a Muslim. But for that, I think I see Muslim something different in my life. When I see Muslim, actually I don't regard them in any way. You see, then the characteristic of that man, you see, I got no that man is something that is he can comport himself and whatever. So I just approached him. Then he started preaching me about Islam. Actually, I became not happy when he talked about Islam. I'm really only in touch with the character of that man, but not Islam. You see, so ongoing. He said he will one day invite me to their members at Tanokrum. But then we have a man who brought the Ahmadi in Tanokrum, known as Papa Al Hassan. Yes, he took me there. They started preaching me about Islam. There it touched me that I have to embrace Islam.
Yes, before their preachings touching you and causing you to become a Muslim, before that, how strong was your faith?
I'm telling you, I was having a very good faith because I attended Anglican church. And my grandfather, who brought me here, is one of the high rank members in Anglican. So there I was a chorister, and later on I served in that in that region. Mhm. So from there, I'm telling you, I'm one of the key people who are trying to just allow that region uh, to just to uh, to find its way to where they need us to be. So in that sense, actually they got to know that I'm one of the key people there. So they won't leave me a chance at all. So I one day asked them that I heard some Muslim preaching just behind our church, Anglican church. Then I went there and listened. Ah, what was that? You see, there was a certain Bible quotation in Genesis. It says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word was God." I said, ah. So in our region, it refers to Christ. You see, Christ is the beginning and everything. So he started to say something otherwise. Then I just confronted him. My brother, actually, I don't start. What you are saying is not up to my belief. They started giving me some inside of it. Says, well, what I want to tell you that is that in beginning was the Word. That the Word. What is the Word? You see, Word is not an object, and word can never be held. So it's within somebody. So that word is in God. As they said, Allah. That word is in God. So before that word comes out, unless that word is being transferred to somebody, before you could see God is speaking. So that's why the prophets had to come in.
All right. So it means the word is with God, but God needs to get it to us through a prophet.
Yes.
All right.
That is that. So he actually preached me. I became very, very. I don't know where I was. I thought, was I dreaming? Because the Christianity was, I like Christianity than anything because the blood saved me, everything and so forth. So what that man said, wanted me to leave my Christianity and go. You see, for that I went. The following day I went to the priest in Anglican church, narrated the story. He said, no, don't mind these people. Don't try to, they will just try to convince you. Christ is the answer. I said, oh, well. The next day I went there, there was another preaching, another, see, I became in touch. And I said, well, then I would like to see it into myself. So we want to turn a room. As I first said, I said, no, I have to be converted. With the Christianity, in the Christian way, I smoke, I drink, I do everything. But that means I know it's formality. It's formality. So when we went, they said, no, I was there in a white shorts, white long strips, and then I conk my head with my white specs on, just for life. So when they preach about Islam, then I have to admit Islam. One Mr. Papa Alasan, as I was saying, I said, how can I leave this and come to Islam? What is that? So the when the following day I came, then I make my heart. So on my way going, Papa Alasan said, this man will never come again because how we rather put him, shape him, I don't think he'll come again. The following day I came. The following day, when the day that I made by heart, I was having cigarette, that's pomo, one packet on my hip, their pocket here. So what happened that I went, there's a certain place called Adra Station. I knew there at the moment. Immediately I got there, then I remember my days.
Adra Station, where is it located? Takoradi.
So I just put out the cigarette, throw them all, put them in the gutter. That's the end of my drinking and my cigarette.
You see, talking about drinking and smoking and all that, I think these things are about the individual attitude. We can't generalize. As to whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, or a pagan, or you don't even believe in God at all. I'd call the person an atheist. But do you need to belong somewhere before you can stop these things?
Yeah,
I don't believe in that.
You say it have been generalized.
Yes.
Huh? Yes. We don't see any sin in it. We don't see anything smoking, drinking. We don't see anything. It's only when I enter into that media that they told me before you become a good Muslim, you have to shun all these things. It's true media that I got not a sin. As I know that it's normal. Everybody can do anything they like. So it was through media that I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking.
Yes. I would want to know the motivating factor that made you to convert to Islam Ahmadiyyat.
I wanted to know the truth. As I saw media preaching, it's because truth is that I went and listened. So I put it in a way that I was there in the middle. Then I have to find where to lie my head on. So I got to know that Ahmadiyya is the true religion. That's why I got out from Anglican Church and came to Ahmadiyya. It was because of only the truthful, nothing but the truthful. And then there's one incident I want to narrate to you.
All right.
You see, I'm in Takrad, but in Sekendi, we were having mosque at Sekendi. But somebody came to tell us that, Ahmadiyya, look, there are some white men always early them around 4 o'clock enter into our mosque with a scooter. So we rather start somebody to have eye on it. So what happened was that it was a Catholic missionary. Right. They don't use car, they use scooter. We call it a Honda motorbike. That we call a scooter. Yeah. Then he entered into Ahmadiyya mosque. The man stood there and just entered there, said salam, and that Catholic missionary says, wa alaikum salam. And he said, but are you a Muslim? He said that, we are here for job. Before we come here, we were trained to know how Ghanaians worship. So we also went to that teachings before we come. But the right thing is we have to perform salat. So it was very, very, very. So we make it announced to all of the members. Even we use it for preaching. It's there even we were able to convert so many people. That means they are hiding something from us.
So how did you get converted?
That's what I'm saying. When I went there, first I had a dream that there was a very big tree. I see a multitude of Muslims, all in white gown. But then I also dressed, properly dressed. And as I was about to, approach them, they said, no, get back. I said, why? You are unclean. With this my dress, I'm unclean? What do you tell me? No, you are unclean. That day was Friday. I went back, then I got up. Hey, I said, why am I? No. Then even I became more annoyed to myself to even have that dream. The same 1 week Friday, I had the same 10 weeks, I had the same dream. It's true that prompted me to join Ahmadiyya. They told me that before I become clean, unless I join those people in that white God before I become clean.
So what did you do from there?
From there, then I went to Ahmadiyya community at Tenekrum. There I was converted.
So ever since your conversion, have you realized any changes in your life?
I've realized very good changes. You see, even my classmates, I used to see them. Then when we meet face to face, we talk and they depart, I just stood by them, just look at them, how he's being paralyzed. So I become, at the moment, I'm 71 years.
71?
Yes, I was going 1945, you see. But it seems I'm 60 years. Because I was, yes, I've stopped myself from smoking, drinking. Any type of smoke, I'm indulged with. Any type of smoke you tell me, I indulge myself.
You indulged yourself in it before.
Well,
All right. I say you indulged yourself in
Yes.
it before.
yeah, before, not now.
Okay.
Immediately I converted, at that moment I've never tasted even a cigarette before. So that has put my life. And it's true that I think I'm living better. You see, drinking, smoking, you see, it gives you so many. It doesn't cut away for your even your health. And I know that because I've exempted myself from all this, and I think I'm better now. And moreover, too, in my family, anything that happens, you see, you got to know that if you're a Muslim, you shouldn't be with the Christians. But I was being preached by the Ahmadiyya community that if you're a Muslim, even your parents are pagans, you have to serve them. Even pagan, you have to serve them. So last time, one of my uncles said me to go and buy that we call appetition, as we call it.
Yeah.
That it came to my mind. They said I have to serve. I went and bought it, and they said this is prohibited. It's not good for you. But because you are my uncle, I have to serve you. But actually, I'm not interested in what the drink you are doing. So that is so. At the moment now, if anything happens in the family, I'm not there. They will not. They will just wait for me, and then even at now, when it comes to fasting time, my father call me if I visit him, wake me up around 3 o'clock to pray, and then by that time my food is ready. So they have started Islam, but not with their own. They have to follow it. At the moment, I have no family who is a Muslim. It's only my children and wife that are Muslims. I'm a dear Muslim.
So how are you able to cope with these people?
With
You still do everything as normal.
You see, when it comes to funeral, right?
Yeah.
As when the body is laid down in my family, it's the body that I used to preach. I'm a preacher. At the moment, I'm the for the Tabrik secretary. Yeah. So I use the disease lying there to preach to them. And even you see that when even a pin drops, you hear it. Why? All of them become cool. They stop crying, everything. And I used to say that anybody who loves the one who is dead, you should come and take it up.
Yeah, I would want to know whether you have any intentions of leaving the Ahmadi community.
May God forbid to leave Ahmadiyya unless my dead body. I will leave Ahmadiyya if I'm dead. If I'm dead, I'm not an Ahmadi. So far, just if I'm dead, I'm not an Ahmadi. I'll be buried by Ahmadi, but yes, I'm not an Ahmadi because I'm dead.
Maybe you go to find that there's something hidden in Ahmadiyyat that has been made clearer somewhere in some religion. Won't you move to it?
Well, I've gone through Quran and the Bible.
Yeah.
I was a Christian by faith. I was a server for so many years. And if I'm able to, exempt myself from there, how can I go back again? That's what I'm saying, that you may bath a cow, this is how this is, a pig. You bath, put pomade, everything, comb everything, leave the pig, go back to dust. Mud, yes? How, do you expect me to go back to mud? When I have seen the true religion, nothing can. I change my mind. Always, it's something between God and myself. When I prostrate, what I say, Allah, if I made intention to go out from Ahmadiyya, please kill me today before yesterday. So
Why
that
not pray to him so that he keeps you where he thinks is right.
I know that I'm there. I'm a human being, as you are always telling me. And nothing of that come to my mind.
All right. So now, do you have Any last words?
My last word
Yes,
to
the viewers.
well, you see, you are blessed to be an Ahmadi. That's what I know. I'm blessed to be because if I'm having 10 cities, it seems I have more than 1 million. Because the money will not go away wide. You see, I will use it in a better way. So if you are an Ahmadi at all, and you are actually an Ahmadi, I think you always find yourself in a good position. You'll be happy. You feel fine in anything. Even if you show Gary and so forth, you feel happy. So I'm appealing to my fellow Ahmadis that they should know that if you're an Ahmadi, you are blessed.
So if you have realized that Ahmadiyyat is positive, people need to be there. Must you be admonishing your own people of your own fold? Must you not go around over Ahmadiyyat and then to other people and reach out to them and say, come to the fold?
Yeah, I've been so many. Even other the Christians, through my preaching, I'm able to convert so many people. Is it?
All right.
Uh-huh.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
This is all that time will allow. I know at the point I started enjoying the conversation. In fact, I've enjoyed it throughout. But unfortunately, time is not on our side. And I would have loved us to converse more on the subject. But, all right, viewers, this is all that time will allow. I have learned some words that I can keep. I don't know whether you have gotten that. He has mentioned that Islam Ahmadiyyat is a place to be. Why? Because it helps you to get the self-comfort and that you can manage your finances well and then you have the happiness. He also mentioned that if you are a Muslim, it does not matter who your people or other relations to what religious body they belong. You can still serve them with all your heart. Until I get you again on another program in our series, Journey to Islam, I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuhu.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.